What's good, B1 family? So, looking a little rough because your boy took today off because work needs to be done. Got to clean the chain and lube it. The next year, got to adjust it. It's got slack in it. I think I got an exhaust leak, so there's work that needs to be done there. Replacing the rear evap core, and I need to start working on both the heater cores, the one in the rear and the one in the front. Get those knocked out. And so we got this pulled out as well, so we can spray everything down that we need to spray down. And yeah, so we got work to do because summer coming up. Well, spring's coming up. It's getting hot. Summer's gonna be hot. I need to make sure we got AC and things like that nature. So sometimes you just gotta take that time off to get it done, or you can pay somebody. And if you can't pay somebody, do it yourself. However, that's not what you're here for. You are here because there's a disturbance in the diaspora that is trying to make its way over here and collect on a debt that they are owed, but you're part of the reason there's a debt in the first place. Let's get into it. Now, the BBC News Africa, UN adopts Ghana's slavery resolution as crime against humanity. The fuck? Pause to read, but the most important part that I saw in this was the proposal was adopted with 123 votes in favor and 3 against the United States, Israel, and Argentina. Yeah, the United States, because they were over here asking the United States. You participated in the slave trade, and because you did a janky deal, your ancestors did a janky deal, you want to double back, spin the block, and try to collect. The fuck? CB1 family wouldn't be so bad, but you got a lot of these Africans, these tethers, the same folk who's telling us, forget reparations. You will never get reparations. Just work harder. If you work harder, you can Wakanda forever. They told us all that nonsense. Or trying to spin the block that, because Ghana got the UN over there, who ain't got no power. They ain't got no power. To agree to some type of reparations bullshit, they feel like, oh man, this is something we can get behind. Man, somebody even had the nerve to say in here that Ghana is a leader. The same old folks that was literally saying reparations is stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. You're dumb. You're American. You're dumb American baby mamas. You don't work hard. We work hard. We make monkey meat stew, and we work hard. The same folks are literally it's one of them situations where you gotta laugh to keep from crying because it frustrates you so much. We are the blueprint. We are the literal blueprint because now that the conversation's serious and FBA is in the mainstream lexicon, now everybody wants to get on board. I can't stand that get on board ass energy at the last minute. Literally was trying to undercut us, cut us off at the knees, and all of a sudden now, we need to get behind this. Let me get out of the way, because that's why I say Ghana's trying to cut in on something FBA's, such as myself, championed. We championed this shit. Move my ass out of the way. We did that. We kept banging that drum till it became a part of the conversations. When what's the old white man that looked like a gremlin said, "Oh, I heard cut the check," because he was trying to run for some office. That was us. These folks got in some nerve. So I'm gonna let it play again without me here, without my commentaries. That way you can just kind of go through it and read it and see the nonsense and be disgusted and be upset because it's some bullshit. This next clip is representative for the U.S. at the UN letting Ghana know, fuck no. I'm gonna let you listen to the whole thing, but I'm gonna just sum it up for you in a few words. In a couple, actually. Fuck no. And he got to say a lot of stuff, you know. He got to make it. Literally, he was actually saying, he started to sell like 19 keys. Oh, and shout out to everybody to be one family. He is no longer in HC6. You don't get to come over here and hobnob with us and rub elbows, but then turn around and talk shit about the person who's putting you in a position to be on the platform bigger than yours. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to old boy, and then we're gonna shut the video out.
That they are strongly urged to limit explanations of vote to 5 minutes, which should in any case not exceed 10 minutes and be made from their seats. I now give the floor to the distinguished representative of the United States.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The United States remains steadfast in its opposition and condemnation of historic wrongs that resulted from the transatlantic slave trade, the trans-Saharan slave trade, and all other forms of slavery. We remain committed to the acknowledgement that these historical wrongs. Despite this, the United States observes that the text of this resolution remains highly problematic in countless respects. Consequently, the United States cannot support the adoption of this resolution. We regret that the United States must once again remind this body that the United Nations exists to maintain international peace and security. It was not founded to advance narrow, specific interests and agendas, to establish niche international days, or to create new costly meeting and reporting mandates. This resolution does all three. The United States has defined long-standing objectives to the framing of reparatory justice and the duty of reparation for historical wrongs. While we acknowledge the horrors of the past, we do not accept this resolution's assertion that historical facts from the 15th through 19th century constitute violations of jus cogens, as the term is understood in contemporary international law. The United States also does not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time they occurred. In addition to its obvious legal problems, this resolution is also unclear as to who the recipients of reparatory justice would be. The drafters and supporters of this resolution seem to believe it is them. The United States strongly objects to the cynical usage of historical wrongs as a leverage point in an attempt to reallocate modern resources to people and nations who are distantly related to the historical victims. As stated at the outset of these negotiations, the United States also strongly objects to the resolution's attempt to rank crimes against humanity in any type of hierarchy. The assertion that some crimes against humanity are less severe than others objectively diminishes the suffering of countless victims and survivors of other atrocities throughout history. This is not a competition. This attempted ranking is also simply incorrect as a matter of law. The United States would also like to express disappointment in the arbitrary historical perspective of the text. Trafficking in African slaves began long before the 15th century and sadly continued even after the 19th. These dates were clearly selected for political reasons rather than historical accuracy. All trafficking of enslaved Africans and racialized chattel enslavement of Africans deserve to be condemned, not merely the political expedient. Also, there are some fake news articles suggesting that the sponsors of this resolution called into question President Trump's support of the Black community. We reject any such suggestions. Indeed, President Trump has done more for Black Americans than any other president and enjoyed historic support from the Black community in the 2024 election. He is working tirelessly to deliver for them and make our country greater than ever. Finally, we must express our deep disappointment regarding the process that led to this text. Throughout drafting, the United States and other delegations offered constructive contributions aimed at aligning the text with the established international legal frameworks. These contributions were ignored. For these reasons, the United States will vote no on this resolution. Thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of...
I don't care what part of the diaspora you're from, you're not getting shit from over here. You're not finna bump us out the way. You're not finna leapfrog us. You ain't even supposed to be in line. Our claim, our fight, we champion this. We deserve it. Stay your ass over there and worry about what you got going on over there. With your Nigerian cousins over there having a 7-day rape fest going on. Go deal with that. FBA all day and be one.